PTI leaders held a rally in Islamabad to demand the immediate release of their party's founder, Imran Khan, from prison. Despite police blockades and terrorism threats, the rally criticized the government for marginalizing them, with PTI leaders accusing the government of being fascist and defying court orders. Meanwhile, PMLN leader Rana Sanaullah labeled PTI as an Israeli political brand, after Times of Israel reported on PTI's revolution in Pakistan. In other news, PM Shahbaz Sharif declared an education emergency on International Literacy Day, calling for private sector and civil organizations to join hands with the government to reduce dropout rates and encourage every child to complete their education. Meanwhile, the Sindh Provincial Disaster Management Authority (PDMA) held a high-level meeting to address the impact of floods in Sindh. The meeting, chaired by Imdad Hussain Siddiqui, aimed to coordinate efforts across affected districts and address pressing issues in health, education, water, sanitation, and dewatering. Siddiqui emphasized the need to drain stagnant water affecting schools and health facilities and highlighted the severe impact on union councils. The meeting was attended by representatives from UN agencies and NGOs. In a separate development, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Health Department reported a significant achievement in its fight against monkeypox, announcing all patients have fully recovered. The successful containment of the disease is a welcome respite from the political tensions and security concerns gripping the nation. An Israeli airstrike in northern Gaza has killed Mohammed Morsi, a senior aid official, along with 4 members of his family in the Jabalia refugee camp. Morsi was the deputy director of Gaza's civil defense for the northern region. Meanwhile, the Israeli strikes further killed 33 Palestinians and injured 145 in the past 24 hours. The conflict has resulted in over 40,972 Palestinian deaths since October 7. In a separate incident, 3 Israeli security guards were killed at the King Hussein Bridge, the border crossing between the West Bank and Jordan. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the attack a difficult day. This attack was later claimed by Hamas as a response to Israel's actions. In a related news, Hezbollah fired rockets into northern Israel following an Israeli attack in southern Lebanon that killed 3 civil defense workers. Meanwhile, in Israel, mass protests have erupted, with around 750,000 people demanding the government secure the release of captives held in Gaza. On the humanitarian front, the Qatar Red Crescent and UNRWA signed a $4.5 million agreement to aid over 4,400 stranded Palestinians in the West Bank. The war has also severely impacted education in Gaza, with more than 600,000 students unable to attend school, and 90% of public school buildings damaged. Despite this, a polio vaccination campaign is ongoing, with 69% of Gaza's children having received their first dose. Furthermore, a human rights group reported that Israel has bombed 16 schools used as shelters in Gaza since August, killing 217 Palestinians. As the Russia-Ukraine war enters its 926th day, intense fighting continues. Russia claims to have captured Novorodivka in eastern Ukraine as its forces advance toward the strategic city of Pokrovsk. In Poltava, Ukraine, the death toll from a recent Russian missile strike has risen to 58, making it one of the deadliest attacks in months. The city of Sumy was also hit by a Russian airstrike, killing 2 and injuring 4, including children. In the Donetsk region, at least 5 people were killed in separate Russian attacks. Ukrainian air defense reported shooting down 15 of 23 Russian drones and a guided missile. Meanwhile, in Pavlograd, the number of injured from a Russian missile attack increased to 82. Russia's Ministry of Defense announced the capture of Kalino village, while Ukraine reportedly targeted a munitions depot in Russia's Voronezh region, leading to a fire and evacuation of hundreds. Funerals were held for the victims of the Poltava attack, with residents paying silent tribute.